student, this is the third part of this geography lesson, class 9, physical features of India. In previous part, second part, we have seen northern plain, then how it is formed, then location or in which states, and then we have seen peninsular plateau, how this divided into ghats, western and eastern ghats, and even though we have seen Indian desert, how it is spread, which Aravalli hills, then rainfall, very low rainfall, 150 mm, and climate, it is we have seen about the climate and river, large river, only one river is there large, and that is Luni river. All these things we have seen in the part 2, and this part 3 we are going to discuss here coastal plains, which is on the 14th page number of your textbook, that is coastal plains. The Indian plateaus is Indian plateaus is flanked by the stretch of narrow coastal strips running along the Arabian Seas on the west and Bay of Bengal on the east. Means this coastal plateau, this peninsular plateau, it is coastal strip, and they running from Arabian Sea along with the Arabian Sea on the west side and Bay of Bengal on the east side. The western coast sandwiched between Western Ghat and Arabian Sea. It is narrow plain, coastal plain, it is narrow plain, and it consists of 3 sections. This coastal plain, they are consist of 3 sections. The northern part of the coast is called the Konkan. कोस्ट का जो नॉर्थन पार्ट है उस पार्ट को क्या कहा है, कोकन. इन विच रीजन इज देयर, मुंबई एंड गोवा. एंड सेंट्रल स्ट्रेच of this plain is called what? Kannad plain. K-A-N-N-A-D, Kannad plain. While the southern stretch, it is referred to the Malabar coast. इस कोस्टल प्लेन का साउथर्न स्ट्रेच जो है उसको क्या कहा है, इट इज रेफर एज अ मलबार कोस्ट. मीन्स दिस कोस्टल प्लेन on this western side divided into three sections. First, Konkan, Mumbai and Goa, that is northern part, and middle it is Kannad plain, and southern stretch refer Malabar coast. Means coastal plain on the western side divided into 3 groups. The plains along the Bay of Bengal are wide and level. Wide है और level में है. In this northern part, it is referred to as the northern Sirakar, while the southern part is known as Coromandel coast. Means this is about the plain along with Bay of Bengal, means eastern part. They are wide and level. In the northern part, again it is referred by different name in the different sites. In northern part it is refer what? Northern Circa, CIRCAR, and while the southern part that is known as Coromandel coast, means both these northern Circa and Coromandel coast, both these parts they are belonging to the plain of this coastal plain of the east side on the parallel of Bay of Bengal. Large rivers such as Mahanadi, then Godavari and the Krishna and Kaveri have formed extensive delta. They form what? Extensive, means in a large scale delta on this coast. Lake Chilka is an important features along the eastern coast. Which lake is there on the eastern coast? Lake Chilka. So all this about the coastal plain we have seen. Coastal plains, they are on the east side as well as in the west side. East side divided into two groups, Coromandel and northern. Coromandel, it is southern part, and northern part that is northern Sirkar, and coast plain in the west side parallel to the Western Ghat or Arabian Sea. They are again divided three parts, northern part, middle part and southern. Northern part coast it is called Konkan, then middle it is Kannada plain and southern stretch is referred Malabar. So all this is about the coastal plain found in India. Then come to the page number 14 is going on. Then islands. Island means it is in 2.11 island picture is showing in this here, that is land surrounded by all the side water body. Such a land is called the island. So here you have already seen that India has vast mainland. Beside this, country has also two groups of the island. country में दो ग्रुप्स है island के. So locate the Lakshadweep island group of lying close to the Malabar coast of Kerala. This group of island is composed of small coral islands where it is Malabar coast of Kerala. Which island? Lakshadweep. Earlier they were known as what? Lokadiv, Minicoy and the Amindiv. In 1973 these were named as what? Lakshadweep. This name as Lakshadweep. When in 1973 these were named as a Lakshadweep, and it covers small area. Lakshadweep island covers small area of what? 32 kilometer square. Kavarati island is the administrative headquarter of this Lakshadweep. Which island? Kavarati island. It is what? Administrative headquarter of this Lakshadweep. This island group has great diversity of the flora and fauna, means different type of animals and plants, variety of plants, found in this island. The Piti Island, which is uninhabited, has bird sanctuary. What is there? Bird sanctuary. Piti Island, which is uninhabited, and it has a bird sanctuary. Now you see the elongated chain of islands located in the Bay of Bengal. Just we have discussed about the Lakshadweep on the western side, and now we see what elongated chain of island located in the Bay of Bengal means eastern part, extending from the north to south, means parallel from north to south. These are Andaman and Nicobar Island. These are important island found in India, Andaman and Nicobar, which is on the eastern part of the Bay of Bengal. They are bigger in size. We have seen Lakshadweep, which is on the western part. That is only 32 kilometer island, Lakshadweep, and these are Andaman and Nicobar Island. They are bigger in the size, are more numerous and scattered. Is scattered over the entire group of island is divided into two broad categories. This entire island divided into two broad categories. The Andaman in the north. Andaman it is in the north, and Nicobar in the south. It is believed that these islands are an elevated portion. These islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountain. Submarine mountain का ये elevated portion कहा गया है. किसको? To whom? Andaman and Nicobar Island. Andaman that is on the northern side and Nicobar on the south side, where it is along with the Bay of Bengal on the eastern part of the country. These island groups are of the great strategic importance. These island groups are of the great strategic importance. For what? For all the country. There is great diversity. There is great diversity of what? Flora and fauna in this group of the island. These islands lie close to the equator. Already India, it is close to the equator, that is northern hemisphere. India is located northern hemisphere, but southern part of our country, it is near to the equator and experience इक्वेटोरियल क्लाइमेट. किस प्रकार का क्लाइमेट है यहाँ इस आइलैंड में? जस्ट लाइक द क्लाइमेट ऑफ इक्वेटोरियल रीजन, एंड हैज थिक फॉरेस्ट कवर. Forest, it is very thick, dense in this island. So detailed account of the different physiographic units highlight then unique features of each region. We have seen. It would however be clear that each region complements the other and makes the country richer in the natural resources. All these landform which we have seen, where they are located and they are having full of natural resources which make the country richer and richer. The mountains are major sources of water and forest wealth. नॉर्थन प्लेन आर द ग्रैनरीज ऑफ कंट्री. नॉर्थन प्लेन में क्या है? ग्रैनरीज मीन्स कल्टिवेशन बिकॉज ऑफ द फर्टाइल सॉइल. These plains are very fertile because of the decomposition of alluvial soil, and that is why, because of much production, large scale production found in this northern plain, and they are called the granary of the country. They provide the base for early civilization. Indus civilization that settled down near the bank. Indus river bank. So the plateaus is the storehouse of mineral. Plateaus, we have seen different plateaus where they are located and region. So how it is helpful or beneficial for getting, they are called the storehouses of minerals, means different type of minerals found in this plateaus. We have seen Chota Nagpur plateaus and eastern part of the country, which has played a crucial role in the industrialization of country. Means because of these minerals, for example, iron industry, it is established with the raw material iron, and it is deposited, this iron as a mineral deposited in this plateau. So different type of minerals which is required for the industry, and industrialization taken place because of these minerals found in the plateau in India. The coastal region and island groups provided sites for the fishing and port activity. Both this fishing and port activities, they are economic activities for increasing or for the development of economic development of the country. And we have much region of the coastal, that is coastal region and island groups. These are benefited for our development, country's development. Thus the diverse physical features in India, there are diverse physical features, just we have seen, of the land, have immense future possibilities of the development. So some important words which we are going to discuss again here, which we have seen in this chapter. In this chapter, that is Gondwana land. We have seen Gondwana land. So it is what? It is the southern part of the ancient supercontinent, that is Pangaea, with the Angara land in the northern part. Then another word that came in this lesson, that is DOAB, Doab. What is this? The meaning of Doab is the made up of two words, that is do means two, 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 and ab means water. Then distributaries, we have seen the word in this lesson, discuss distributaries. So what is the meaning of this distributaries? When the rivers in their lower course split into the numerous channels. In lower coast में that spread or split into numerous channels, अलग अलग channels में spread होते, due to what? Due to the deposition of silt का deposition होने के कारण, and they are called the distributaries. And another word which we have seen here, tectonic plates. So in the starting of the lesson, we have seen a different type of tectonic plates and their movements. We'll revise again it. So tectonic plates means a conventional current present below the solid layer. The conventional current present below the solid layer of the earth crust. split the crust, or lithosphere into number of large fragment, that split the crust or lithosphere into number of large fragment. Fragment means pieces. These fragments are called what? Tectonic or lithospheric plates. Tectonic or lithospheric plates. Then another word we have seen, Barchan, Barchans, Barchans. Barchans, it is crescent shaped dunes, dunes, crescent shaped dunes. Another word, next word, that was diverging tectonic plates. Diverging tectonic plates, the plates that move away from each other and form the divergent boundaries. Another type of tectonic plate, that was converging tectonic plates. These plates that comes towards each other and form the convergent boundary. Then next word was there, TETHYS, tethys. So what is this tethys? The sedimentary rocks. It is one type of rock. There are three types of rock. Out of that, one is sedimentary rock, which were accumulated. Accumulated means collected in the geosynclines forward due to the collision. It is accumulated due to collision, are known as tethys. Next word is coral polyps. CORL, coral, POLYPS, coral polyps. These are short-lived microscopic organism. Coral polyps, they are microscopic organism, means which we can't see naked eyes, and their lifespan is very less. Short-lived microscopic organism which live in the colonies. And last word, that is DUNS, dunes. Dunes means what? The longitudinal valleys. Dunes is the longitudinal valleys lying between the lesser Himalayas and Shivalik. Lesser Himalayas and Shivalik. These are the ranges of these Himalayas. They are known as dunes. It's all these important words which we have seen in this chapter, which came while discussing this chapter. Next one, so it is the near about end of this chapter, and again we'll discuss in as a summary of this lesson. Okay, summary of this lesson. So in this chapter, physical features of India, we have seen theory of plate tectonics in the beginning, and then history of Indian subcontinent and formation of Himalayas and northern plain of India, that we have seen. The three things we have seen. So first thing, that is theory of plate tectonic. So what is this? That in detail we have seen. In short, we will discuss theory of plate tectonic. It is the earth crust has been formed. Earth crust जो है, upper layer of the earth has been formed out of the seven majors and some minor plates. 7 majors and minor plates को लेकर हमारा crust form हुआ है. In this plates theory of the plate tectonics that we have seen, even though pictures given in your textbook, and which already we have seen. Then we have seen types of the plate movements. Which type of plates of the movement we have seen? Convergent boundary, divergent boundary, and transform boundary. Once again, in short, in some just like summary, we'll discuss. Convergent boundary means when two plates comes towards each other. When two plates come towards each other and it lead to the collision. उसी के कारण क्या होता है? Collision होता है, crumbled होता है, और one plate may slide under the other and resulting into the faulting and the volcanic activity in which movement convergent boundary, in the convergent boundary. Then another types of the movement, plate movement, that is divergent movement. When two plates, when two plates move away from each other, in divergent boundary what happen? Two plates, they move from each other and it leads to faulting and breaking the rocks. और इसी के कारण क्या होता है? Faulting and breaking होता है क्या? Rocks. And third movement, plate movement, they are transform boundary. When two plates move past horizontally, when two plates move past horizontally, that is called the transform boundary. So all this is about the theory of plate tectonics that we have seen. The next continent we have seen in this physical features of India, that is history of the Indian subcontinent, how it is formed or how formation is taken. That is history of the Indian subcontinent. So here oldest landmass that we have studied, Gondwana land, oldest landmass, that is Gondwana land. Gondwana land, that is included in India, but it is not only included in India but with India other countries. This Gondwana land situated, which is called the oldest landmass or Gondwana land. That is in the Australia, South Africa, South America and Antarctica as one of the single landmass. Then conventional current toss the earth crust into the number of pieces, then led to the drifting of the Indo-Australian plates, and then its northernward drifts led to the collision with the much larger Eurasian plates. So all this is about the history of Indian subcontinent formation. In detail we have seen, and this is about the summary. And third, we have seen the formation of Himalaya and the northern plains of India. So Himalaya were formed out of the sediments of the Tensile Sea and subsidence of the northern flank of the peninsular plateaus. Then depression that was formed gradually got filled with the sediment by the rivers. The deposition of these sediments led to what? The formation of northern plain of India. India के northern plain, how they are formed? Deposition of the sediment led to the formation of northern plain of India. So all this is about the formation of Himalayas and the northern plains of the India. Then major physiographic division of India, major physiographic divisions of India which we have seen. So in short we'll discuss it. First it is northern mountain of India. Then second northern plain of India. First northern mountain, then northern plains, then peninsular plateau of India, that is high Tibet land, high tableland. Plateau means it is above the ground level and plain on the upper side. Then coastal plain of India, then Great Indian Desert, then island groups of India. All these are the major physiographic divisions of India we have seen. So first of all we will see in short, that is about the northern mountain of India. This northern mountain of India, it is Young-Fold mountain and it is loftiest and most rugged, and these three parallel ranges of the Himalayas. There are three parallel ranges of Himalayas. They are Himadri. Another next one is Himachal, and next third one is Shivalik. These are the three parallel ranges of this Himalayas. Division on the basis of demarcation of the rivers, और इसी के कारण rivers form हुए, demarcation of the rivers. Punjab Himalayas, then Kumaon Himalayas, then Nepal Himalayas, Assam Himalayas and Purvachal Himalayas. These are the different regions of the Himalayas. Why these different regions are there? Because of divisions on the basis of demarcation of the rivers. Then northern plains of India. Second physiographic division, northern plain of India. They are, that is division of the basis of river. They are formed on the basis of river, division on the basis of river, and another division on the basis of relief. So first division on the basis of river, that is Punjab plain, Ganga plain and Brahmaputra plain. These are the different areas, plain areas, Punjab, Ganga and Brahmaputra. They divided on the base of these rivers. And another division, that is on the base of relief. Relief, it is type of land, that is Bhabar, Tarai, Bangar and the Khadar. This is divided on the base of relief, that is northern plain. Northern plains of India divided on the base of relief, that is Bhabar, Tarai, Bangar and the Khadar. Okay. Then third physiographic division, peninsular plateau of India. Peninsular plateau of India. They are divided into two parts. फर्स्ट वन इज सेंट्रल हाईलैंड ऑफ द इंडिया. पेनिनसुलर प्लेटू दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हुआ. फर्स्ट सेंट्रल हाईलैंड ऑफ द इंडिया एंड अनदर वन इज डेक्कन प्लेटू. एंड अनदर physiographic division, that is coastal plain of India, which we have seen detail. This coastal plain divided into two parts, western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Which places are there and how subdivision is there, that already we have seen. Then Great Indian Desert. we have seen. We have seen already that Luni River, low rainfall, 150 mm, all this. Then island groups of India. We have seen, even though islands divided into two categories, western islands and eastern islands, which is parallel to the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. In the western side, Lakshadweep island is there, and that is also called the Coral Island. And in eastern part, parallel to the Bay of Bengal, eastern island, eastern island group, Andaman and Nicobar Island, or they are called the volcanic island, and western part Lakshadweep Island. So all these physiographic divisions of the India we have seen in the short, in the form of this summary. So this is end of this lesson. Okay student, good day.